Hi, this is Sandeep and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's class, we will discuss about Daffodil, one of the most beautiful poetry written by William Wordsworth. Okay, so in today's class, I will divide it into 5 sections or 5 parts. In first part is the base, the fundamentals. In the next 4 part, the 4 stanza. That means the 5 part. So without any further delay, let's roll the intro. Daffodil, a beautiful concept. At first, we need to understand what is daffodil. It is a flower. It's a beautiful flower. Its color is gold, like yellow or goldish color. So, the point is from where the poet Mr. Wordsworth got his idea, inspiration to write his poetry. I will tell something which is beyond the book. You won't found in that book. Okay, Daffodil. So the thing is that here, once the poet Mr. Wordsworth was roaming around with his sister Dorothy. Okay, he and his sister Dorothy, they were roaming. Okay, ओडिया भी कहिदेबी वर्ड्सवर्थ आउ तांको भौणी डोर्थी से माने बुलुथिले गोटे लेक पाखरे. ओके, बुलिला बेले डैफोडिल्स देखिथिले. द पोएट saw daffodils while roaming around with his sister. From that he got the idea to write such a beautiful poetry called daffodils. Okay, number 1, the base. Then comes the figure of speech. So at first we need to understand what is figure of speech. Figure of speech are those devices that a poet used in his poetry. Here we found 3 figure of speech. One is simile, one is personification, one is hyperbole. Okay, so what is simile? Simile means it is a figure of speech which we use to compare two different things. Okay, so in the next stanza we will focus poet is compared with the cloud. So poet is human being, cloud is not human. Okay, so here the comparison between the poet and the cloud is called as simile. दुईटा अलग अलग वस्तु को मनीष कि गोटे ऑब्जेक्ट को जदि आमे कौन करिबा कंपेयर करिबा दैट सिमिली. Okay, now it is the second part after simile. It is called as the personification. Look, I have written on the screen, you can see that. So what is personification? Personification is that figure of speech which we used in a poetry to provide some human attribute to a non-living thing to create any abstract idea. Try to understand this point. So what I am explaining right now, here we provide some human attribute to a non-living thing to create an abstract idea. ओडिया रे बुझे दोचे गोटे पोएट्री अछि, से पोएट्री रे गोटे नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स अछि आ गोटे ह्यूमन अछि. यदि ह्यूमन बीइंग रो जो किछि क्वालिटी थिबो ताकू जदि हमें नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स को दे देबा, जोटा ह्यूमन बीइंग करूचे सेटा वर्तमान से नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स करिवो. ए एट्रिब्यूट प्रोवाइड द्वारा कोन होबो गोटे एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आइडिया क्रिएट होबो. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द व्हाट personification. In daffodil concept that took place here, there is one comparison between dancing of the daffodils and dancing of the waves. So thing is that flowers never dance, okay, and waves never dance. Dancing is the attribute given to human being. So वर्तमान मु कौन कहती जदि गोटे ह्यूमन बीइंग रो एट्रिब्यूट आमे कहा को देबा, आमे किछि नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स को दे देबा, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द personification. So here same thing happened. गोटे ह्यूमन बीइंग रो एट्रिब्यूट टा फ्लावर को दिया है. So what we said that daffodils are dancing and the what waves are dancing. It is called as the personification. Okay, this is the second figure of speech. Fine. Now we will go to the third figure of speech which is called as hyperbole. So what is hyperbole? Hyperbole is that figure of speech which used in a poetry to explain some exaggeration or some extra thing. ओडिया में कहबी गोटे छोटिया जिनस को यदि बड़ करके एक्सप्लेन करबा दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सएग्रेशन. सो व्हाट इज योर हाइपरबोल मींस हियर फ्यू थिंग्स इज एक्सप्लेन इन ए ह्यूज मैनर. छोटिया जिनस को कोन कराई पिला माने बड़ करके एक्सप्लेन कराई. फॉर एग्जांपल सिटी कहै देखो आई सॉ एट ए ग्लांस 10,000 डैफोडिल. ये संभव थोड़े तुम 10,000 डैफोडिल देखिदबो? आई डोंट थिंक सो. सो हियर जो ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ डैफोडिल्स अच्छी ताकू सिंबलाइज कराई कौन कहै 10,000 आई एट ए ग्लांस. बुझा पड़ला? तुम जदि माँ बेले बेले कहती न 1000 थर तोते कही ए भूल करिबुनी 1000 टाइम्स आई टोल्ड यू डोंट रिपीट दिस मिस्टेक. दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ व्हाट? दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ आवर हाइपरबोल. सो थ्री फिगर ऑफ स्पीच, simile, personification and hyperbole. Got it? Okay, now it is time to go to the first stanza. Okay, so I will read that, then you follow. Fine. What the first stanza is telling: I wandered as a lonely cloud that floats high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodil, beside the lake, beneath the tree, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So here the simile came. Okay, so here first mention the poet is compared with the cloud. As a cloud moves in a random manner without any direction, the poet is moving like a lonely cloud. Okay, जेमती गोटे क्लाउड मन इच्छा घूरी बुले कवि वर्ड्सवर्थ भी मन इच्छा घूरी बुलचंती. He has no idea where he is going, and while going like a cloud, while wandering like a cloud, he suddenly saw huge amount of daffodils. बहुत heavy amount रो daffodils माने अछंती, and their color is what? Golden. And where? Beside the lake, beneath the tree. Beside the lake, lake अच्छी, ह्रद अच्छी, और पोखरी कही परिबा, ह्रद कही परिबा. And beneath, beside the lake, beneath the tree, गछ तले, there are so many huge amount of daffodil, crowds, huge amount, host, huge amount, large amount of daffodil. And what they are doing? They are dancing in the breeze. पवन रे से माने नाच करछन. तुम जेतले गार्डन को जीवो तुम देखिबो जो फ्लावर्स माने थिबे से माने सब डांस करथुबे. द प्लांट्स आर dancing by the breeze. Likewise, right now the poet Wordsworth is observing the beautiful daffodils near or beside the lake, beneath the tree, and they are dancing by the breeze. So माने कोन करछंती? नाच करछन. This is the first stanza. The daffodils has been located beside the what? Lake, beneath the tree, and poet देखिचंती से daffodil को dance करबाटा, and it was looking wonderful. As Mr. Wordsworth is a nature poet, he loves the nature. So ये जो circumstances रे sudden सामना सामने ही daffodil सहित he was feeling extraordinary happy because daffodils were very good flowers and beautiful flowers. एते सुंदर फूल plus huge amount रे अछंती, huge amount, host of golden daffodils, and by watching this he feels happy. Who? Mr. Wordsworth feeling glad, he feeling happy watching the dancing of the daffodils. Got it now? Now the next stanza continues as the stars that shines and twinkles on the Milky Way. They stretched in the never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 I saw at a glance, tossing their heads and sprightly dance. This is the second stanza. So here there comes the personification part. Okay. Now what I did mention here, the daffodils, what they are doing, and the comparison between daffodils and the stars. Here there is a word called Milky Way galaxy. Milky Way galaxy means sky. where we found the huge number of stars, the infinity numbers of stars, they are twinkling, they are providing light. The main job of the star twinkles, so the twinkles and shines on the Milky Way. At the same here, the comparison made with the daffodils. There have been the huge number of daffodils along the margin of the bay. Likewise, the sky is infinity. There is no limit of the sky, and the stars are infinity numbers are there. So here same thing happened. The number of the daffodils are large. 10,000 saw I at a glance. एटा तुमको कही हाइपरबोल एमती ना जे 10,000 daffodils सेठी थिला, बट राइटर कौन करछथि कंपेयर करछथि बहुत गुडा daffodils सेठी अछंती ताको से एक्सप्लेन करछथि कोन that 10,000. Okay, that's an example of hyperbole, the second figure of speech. So this stanza is all about the comparison between the numbers, okay, the infinity number of stars and the infinity numbers of daffodil. Where the star is being located? The star is being located on the Milky Way galaxy, and what they are doing? They are twinkling. Similarly, what the daffodils are doing? They are dancing. Okay, they are sporting they're tossing their heads and they are dancing. Fine. So this stanza is all about the comparison and location. The location of stars, the Milky Way galaxy, and the location of the daffodils are near the lake or the what? Bay. Means tome samudra koi paribo, sagar koi paribo, lake koi paribo, bay here can be done. Okay, this is the second stanza here, the use of hyperbole. I think you got it. Fine. Okay, now we will go to the third stanza. Okay, what is written? The waves beside them are danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be gay in such jocund company. I gazed and gazed a little, thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Okay, try to understand this line. Fine. So here again comes the comparison here. Fine. So what kind of comparison the poet has been providing here? Fine. We need to understand that. So here what happened? The poet is explaining that the daffodils are dancing, okay, and the waves are dancing. So here the personification come, what I mentioned in the past part here, called the personification. So what kind of personification? Here the daffodils are dancing, at the same time the waves are also dancing, but dancing of the daffodils are far better than the dancing of the waves. So one more thing, it is not really daffodils are dancing and waves are dancing. Actually what happened? The waves are coming and going in a true and pro motion. When you go to the ocean or sea area, you found the waves are coming and going. That is compared with the dance. And similarly, the daffodils are dancing by the breeze. Okay, that is also a kind of dance which implies the personification, the figure of speech. But if you compare kariba, who dance more better? So the poet said that look, daffodil dance more better than the waves. Now comes the poet. How could be a poet a gay in such a jocund company? Jocund means what? Happy. So poet সেই ସମୟରେ happy নଥିଲେ. Okay, তো সেই সময়টা পড়েলা পরে সে ভাবিলে that what thing I lose. Okay, what thing I lose? That means at that time he was not understand the beauty of the daffodils. When he came from that place, ସେ realize କଲେ ଯେ ମୋତେ जो खुशी ମିଳିଥିଲା daffodil ରୁ ଏଟା ମୋତେ ଆଉ କିଏ ଦେଇପାରିବ ନାହିଁ. এই ପାର୍ଟଟା ଟିକେ tricky ରହିଛି. Try to understand that. Okay, that how could a poet be gay in such a jocund company? एते सुंदर कंपनी थाई कि भी गोटे पोएट रे मन केमते दुख हबो, खुशी हेबा कथा. ओके, से concept से कहते gaze and gaze a little thought what happiness could be brought. Okay, this is the third stanza. Now we are on the way to complete this poetry. This is the last stanza. What it has been said. I repeat it. For oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they came upon the inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. Then my heart with pleasure fills, and I dance with the daffodils. Okay, so what this stanza? In the last stanza, the poet right now in his living room, he's resting on his couch, he's sleeping, he's having two mood. One is the vacant mood, one is the pensive mood. So what is vacant mood? Vacant mood means without any thought. There is no thought, relaxed mind. And pensive mood means thoughtful mind. Whatever thoughts is running inside your mind. ब्रेन भितर माइंड भितर जितने बहुत किसी भावना आसছে ना बहुत किसी थिंकिंग चलीची दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द पेंसिव. सो राइट नाउ द पोएट इज ऑन हिज काउच ऑन हिज बेड on his sofa and is taking rest and he having maybe the pensive mood maybe the vacant mood but he close his eyes in his inward eye तांको जो अंतरात्मा अच्छे ना heart inward eye he saw the daffodils से आँखी बंद करचंती तांको दुष्टि कौन daffodil and he was happy and he was feeling that he right now dancing with the daffodils. Okay, this is the last stanza. Comparison again ହେଇଛି पोएट कर इनर आय तांकर जो अंतर आत्मा अच्छे ना से भितर डाफोडिल्स को से मने पकईचंती केतबेले जितबेले से बेड रे सोईचंती किंबा काउच रे सोईचंती एइदर से पेंसिव मूड रे अछंती किंबा वैकेंट मूड रे अछंती बट फ्रॉम हिज इनवर्ड आय द डाफोडिल्स आर अपीयरिंग तांकर इनवर्ड आय रु ना डाफोडिल्स माने अपीयर होचंती एंड इज डांसिंग विथ देम तांकर हार्ट खुशी हिची और तांकर सहित से नाच करछन. ओके, this is the part of the daffodils. The first is the base part and now the fourth stanza. Okay, we have done the fourth stanza. I did mention the figure of speech. Okay, all things has been done. If you have any doubt you may comment me. Okay, ଆଉ କିଛି ପିଲାଙ୍କ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ ଲାଗି ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହୁଛି. ଜେନେରାଲି ଓଡ଼ିଆ ମୁଁ କମ୍ ୟୁଜ୍ କରେ ବଟ୍ ଯେହେତୁ କିଛି ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ कले it's better to speak ଓଡ଼ିଆ and English both. ओके किंतु बट हैबिट बनेबा को पड़िबो. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप मोर एक्सप्लेनेशन तुमको बुझिबारे सक्सेस हला. और काइंडली लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू.